Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. It's Scooby-Doo Tuesday, guys. You know what that means? Of course it means here continuing the journey of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. This is Season 2, Episode 22, Nightmare in Red. That's a very interesting title, Nightmare in Red. Not sure what that means, but I'm curious to find out. Last week's episode, of course, The Man in the Mirror, was honestly one of the most bizarre episodes of the show because it's revealed that the other Fred, that's clearly not Fred, looks like Fred, but doesn't sound like Fred, and none of them really pick up on that, the fact that he sounds different, is the fact that the fake Fred is Fred's dad, Brad, who got plastic surgery. Not wearing a mask, he got plastic surgery to look like his son, and then his mother got plastic surgery as well. Seems like Mr. E did this, it seems, based on the flashback, but his mother, Fred's mom, got plastic surgery to look like an older Daphne. So she was older Daphne in this dystopian future that Fred wakes up in, but it's actually an abandoned or whatever shut down movie set that they recreated as a version of Crystal Cove, which, how big is this movie set, by the way, this movie lot or whatever, because they recreated Crystal Cove in this dystopian thing to trick Fred into giving away the location of course, the disc pieces, which ultimately, regardless of all this stuff happening and Fred figuring this out and figuring out the truth and trying to help the actual, the rest of the gang or whatever, the Mr. Inc., and tell them how to figure out what's going on. And they were kind of suspicious on Fred as well, the fake Fred. But ultimately, Professor Pericles got the disc pieces. He's putting it in some sort of machine. So I'm not sure what is going to happen now, because literally, I would think that if something bad's going to happen in terms of Professor Pericles getting the disc pieces, it's going to happen in the episode before the finale or something. Not, a couple of episodes still remaining to go. We still have a number of episodes to go, so I have no idea what they're going to do to wrap up this series. So let's jump to it now, guys. Let's see what happens here in Season 2, Episode 22, Nightmare in Red. I'm curious to know what that means in terms of the title. Okay, guys, let's go. Back here again?
He's
hey.
after us.
Who?
He will ruin everything. He has found us.
Who? Oh my god. Was that the Nightmare in Red? Well, it wasn't red, per se.
I can see. And he's in there too. We gotta do something.
Yeah, he is in there.
But I know in my head there must be some kind of logical explanation here.
Logical? I don't know about this at this point.
Magic or ancient curses.
And a world-renowned hypnotherapist and occultist. Professor Caron went on permanent sabbatical, disappearing from academic life.
If he's in Scooby's dream, he's definitely a man we need to talk to.
I mean, yes.
Go away!
Go away! You're in my dreams.
Was it actually me in rooms?
Yes.
Halls of red curtains?
Yes. Oh.
I see that horrible thing in my dream. My nightmare.
Same dream? So they're both having the same dream?
Then it's probably too late. That me you see dancing? That's the best part of me. Trapped in the sitting room.
Oh, give me a break.
I found the way to enter the sitting room through hypnosis.
Okay, this is getting crazy.
There. And if that freak gets you, Scooby.
Guys in masks, real monsters, doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't care.
Give it to my other self when the time is up. You have 1 hour.
We're really doing this. We're really doing this right now. Okay. You're getting sleepy. It worked. They're actually there. Oh my god.
Cassidy Williams?
The freak of Crystal Cove is here. It's obviously one person. Paper and candlesticks.
Whoa.
Like Fred's non-parental.
Are the best parts of all of us that have been trapped here in between worlds because of our association with the cursed treasure of Crystal Cove. We've all been tainted in one way or another. That nightmare freak is in here with us. I know who it is.
Ooh, of course. Of course. So this is the real freak. Oh, what's happening? Yeah. So who's the freak? Oh, okay.
Hold the phone. The second key.
Watch your back. Time's going down fast.
I could have gone back twice already. What are you kids doing in there?
Wow. Freeze frame bits of time. So the freak is like showing up when they're noticing the different keys and locations. There you go. Oh, it's that one. Yeah, yeah.
Jeepers.
Oh my god. He's like everywhere, it seems. A skunk? Interesting.
You said it, Shaggy. Let's put the fee.
Have a little fun till the freak shows up. And they're gone. You keep missing them, man. You suck at this.
I think I found Nova.
Is it Nova? Oh boy.
And the monstrous freak found us!
There you go. Whoa. Interesting.
No, Shaggy.
Come on. Come on, get in there.
I have spent my whole life believing in facts, in clues.
This is beyond all that.
World fighting a nightmare monster.
Sometimes you have to feel your way in order for things to make sense. You are perfect. All of you.
Ooh.
We have been hiding here from
Hiding.
the monstrous
Makes sense.
freak.
You mean we're trapped in here?
Well.
And Nova's talking.
Velma,
It's-
that's not Nova. She's
not Nova.
possessed by an interdimensional alien, remember?
Oh, there you go. Okay. Whoa. Ooh.
It's...
The truth is simple. I did not want you to discover how to destroy the evil entity buried deep beneath
Why?
Crystal Cove. If you destroy the entity, myself and my men will be set free from this endless curse. We should never be set free.
Oh.
We must pay for all the horrible atrocities we committed. All the screams of the innocent.
I like that reveal there in terms of why you shouldn't
We
destroy
must
it.
pay for...
Okay.
They're not gonna make it.
Whoa.
They were the original group manipulated by the evil entity.
Oh.
More to follow. The Mystery Incorporated that preceded yours.
Yeah.
The Darrow family's Mystery
All of
Fellowship.
them affected.
The Benevolent Lodge of Mystery. And Fraternitas Mysterium. Always for humans and an animal. With the heart of the jaguar. Thinking it to be a great treasure.
Oh.
Hear me! Time's up!
Time's up. Come on.
Jeez, we're out of time.
not really mad at you, despite the whole stealing me as an innocent baby. I forgive you. You've always been and still are the only real father I've ever known.
Oh my God.
Leaping Lake Lily's friend, know that having you as my son was the absolute best part of my life. You were always the best part of me.
Find the heart of the jaguar, Scooby-Doo.
Heart of the jaguar.
It is the only way you shall defeat the evil that is buried deep beneath Crystal Cove.
I'm whole again. I'm whole.
I'm whole.
Couldn't have done it
Interesting.
without you meddling kid.
Only to find out that we've been manipulated by some evil entity? Is that the only reason we're together?
The heart of the jaguar. We have to
find it.
The heart of the jaguar.
Wow, okay. Apologies ahead of time if I don't mention every single thing that was mentioned or revealed in this episode, because there was so much going on here. So many things. Like, this is honestly one of the biggest episodes of the entire series. So many things, just like, what? So, it's revealed that the Red Room, or the thing that Scooby was having dreams about, that he was having another dream about at the beginning of the episode, is a world between worlds. And the guy who's like speaking kind of in reverse, but you can understand him, but his audio is strange. That's a part of this professor that Velma was reading a book that was written by him. And that part that Scooby's seeing in the dream is a version of him that was split. And then there's everybody else that are in there, like people we recognize in terms of like Fred's fake father, of course, being the freak or whatever. Turns out, and all that stuff too, in terms of the freak or whatever within the world between worlds and all that kind of stuff. It's like, what the fuck? And then we see like anybody who's been affected or changed by the evil entity, the sarcophagus, if you will, that is buried beneath Crystal Cove and the disc pieces and everything. If you have been affected by that, you get split. And part of you, the best part of you, it seems, is stuck into the world between worlds. And that's why Fred's fake father, the mayor, was being the way he was, because that was a good part of him that was split because of his obsession and need to go for the planet sphere's disc pieces and to go after the sarcophagus, the actual evil entity, and Nibiru and all this stuff. Like, so everybody's been infected, and the actual freak that Fred's fake father, the mayor, he created the freak within his real world because of the dreams he had of the freak that was within the world between worlds. And that is revealed, that actual freak, the real freak, is actually revealed to being the actual, the captain of the actual Spanish ship that him and his men found the sarcophagus, and they stopped the original Mystery Inc. from destroying it, because they had the heart of the Jaguar. Sorry about my words, it's Monday, sorry, filming this a day ahead. The heart of the Jaguar, they were about to destroy it, and then they came across sarcophagus on top of that, like, pyramid, like, you know, type setting, and they thought it was some sort of, like, treasure, and then it's revealed that, of course, the captain is the freak, but he explains why he does not want it destroyed, which is like, what are you talking about? And then that's it. And then I think Velma said, or maybe Shaggy said it. I was like, we thought you'd be the one who would obviously want it destroyed based on what happened to you and your men. And he says, if you destroy it, that releases the curse, but then that will basically free us from this curse because of all the things we did. We deserve to be punished for all the mayhem and destruction and carnage we brought upon the world at the time because of what the sarcophagus, what the evil entity was doing to us. And I'm like, that's conflicting because it wasn't really their fault, but ultimately they want to be punished. They don't want it destroyed because it frees them from their curse, but then they're allowed to be at peace when they should not because of what they did. I'm like, that's a lot of layers of storytelling there to have that. First of all, just revealing that he's the actual freak himself, the captain who we've been seeing throughout flashbacks, but the fact that he himself is like, no, you can't set us free. You can't destroy it, even though they have to destroy it. But they don't want to because of all the things they did and that they deserve to be punished for it. Like, that's a lot going on there. Throughout the Red Room, World Between Worlds, they're all going to different locations, seeing still framed free shots of different Mystery Inc. Groups, seeing ones we've seen before, getting more attention in terms of like showing them off and like and also revealing that all of them were affected and basically manipulated by the evil entity. And then they also address at the end of the episode saying, were we actually meant to get together as Mystery Inc., or was this because of the evil entity that it actually brought us together? Like, what if we actually don't like each other? Like, what if we're doing this because we think it's the right thing, but we're actually being manipulated by this whole thing behind the scenes? There's a lot being said there about that too, because instead of like, okay, these group of friends and Scooby, being Shaggy's dog and everything, all coming together to start solving mysteries and stopping bad guys and basically just uncovering mysteries going on within different locations, in this point, they're saying that every single version of Mystery Inc., including ours, has been manipulated by the evil entity and all this. And it's like, this is a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of layers of storytelling and information. And this, to me, like, pretty much establishes, in my opinion, that this show, even though it is made for kids, because Scooby-Doo is a family-type program, a family IP in terms of families can enjoy it, kids can enjoy it, adults can enjoy it. But realistically, this show is, I think, above kids. I think kids, because I think and what I mean by that is that you can be a kid and watch this show and enjoy it, but there are so many things that they're throwing in here, little like nuggets and little things that make you as an adult appreciate it more because you can follow it better. Kids, I feel like they wouldn't really understand the level of storytelling they're getting here. And this kind of goes to a conversation of where I think kids shows today, even though this show was made, of course, a number of years ago, it's not like a newer show, but kids shows nowadays, they try to baby and basically hold the kids' hands through storytelling, and they don't give them actual good stories really anymore. It's more so about just giving them like action or basic stuff that they can follow. But I feel like kids shows back then, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, The Spectacular Spider-Man, Scooby-Doo Mystery Inc., all these shows, Ben 10, all these shows had levels of storytelling that I think that could benefit kids. And I'm hoping that kids can discover this show and actually follow through, because for me, I honestly forget shit, and I'm clearly not a kid anymore. But this show has so many things going for it that really makes it, to me, one of the best interpretations easily of Scooby-Doo, because of what they're doing here with the reveal of they were actually manipulated, and every single version of Mystery Inc. was manipulated by this evil entity. And the fact that there's an actual version of the Freak, and that was the basis of the Freak that was actually in the real world. And that actually is not the real Freak. We actually have a real Freak in this dream thing. And Velma's losing her mind because I can't comprehend what's happening here. Because Velma is... and I think Velma, what they're trying to do, and it kind of makes sense for the character in general, but what they're trying to do is... Velma is essentially the version of Scooby-Doo that isn't... That's pretty much the majority of every other iteration of Scooby-Doo. That there isn't actually something supernatural going on. It's always explained somehow by the villain of the week, the monster of the week, unmasked. And in this instance, Velma is like breaking. She's like, I don't understand how this is possible. And what they're pretty much, they've been proving this for quite a bit. But now it is solidified and official. This is actual some supernatural and otherworldly things going on here. This is not a traditional Scooby-Doo show. This has already been proven. But now the characters are finally understanding, especially Velma, who has been the skeptic this whole time. She is now finally understanding this is something more. Now, she should have already been questioning the fact that Scooby can talk, but the fact is now there is no actual other explanation to what's happening. This is all happening because of Nibiru, because of the evil entity. Everything is otherworldly, supernatural. It cannot be explained by human means necessarily. Because they were getting all this information from Nova, a talking dog that isn't actually Nova anymore, right? So, and I love the fact that Velma, and Nova can talk. It's like, but Scooby can talk. Anyways, it's a lot of stuff going on here. I thought that the episode was definitely bonkers as hell. I wasn't anticipating the amount of stuff we got in this episode. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything in particular that I think was important. I think, as I already mentioned it, but the fact that the good versions of everybody who's been affected by the sarcophagus, the evil entity, is split apart, and the good parts then replaced within the world between worlds. That's a crazy reveal to like go. This explains why, like, Fred's father, the mayor, didn't ever have a connection with Fred. Obviously, we know why ultimately, because he stole him as a baby. But this explains why he could not pretend at all. And also we saw, of course, his actual parents there. And the fact that Fred actually forgave him. Because I think Fred ultimately knows, like, yeah, he stole me as a baby, but he was being manipulated by the evil entity. And ultimately, it's not his fault necessarily. Like, that took a lot for Fred to do. Wish I would have mentioned this earlier, but it's fine. I was quite surprised by that. But Daphne was there with him to help him, knowing that what he was going to do. I don't know if she knew exactly, but she was there to support him, and that was really important. Because I wasn't expecting him to forgive him, but he, he understood. After learning all this information, we're being manipulated. It's anybody who's here that's a version of them, that's a good version, like they're placed here, and of course they're split apart. The professor figured it out, but no one else did. But now they know. I don't know where you go from here. I don't even know where you go from here at this point. I don't even know. But man, it's getting intense, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. I'm curious to know your thoughts about this episode, guys. Let me know in the comments below. This was a great episode. One of the best, in my personal opinion, of the whole series. It's definitely one of the better episodes. But I think in general, not so much about your favorite or whatever. I think in terms of importance, in terms of information dumping, but not so much like information dumping where, it's hard to comprehend, or it's not, a lot of it doesn't matter. Everything really much revealed in this episode or expanded upon matters so much to the overall narrative, and it definitely helps you understand a lot of shit. To me, this is definitely one of the most important episodes of the entire series in terms of what the fuck is going on. Now, we got a little bit of a better understanding. So anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm curious to know your thoughts about the episode, guys. So let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.